Today on CJ at the Movies, I present the worst movies of 2023.
How could this get worse?
Well, it's cheaper and more effective than therapy. Today on CJ at the Movies, I present to you the worst films of 2023 in this bathroom because I couldn't find the vomitorium near me. Let's start the countdown. In terms of threequels, while others were complaining about Ant-Man and the Wasp 3 more than I was complaining about Magic Mike's Last Dance, and that's my number 10 choice. This Channing Tatum, Steven Soderbergh trilogy conclusion has so many cliches in dancing that I'm surprised nobody booked a foot massage appointment.
Wait, I know you. You were a cop, right?
Did you arrest her?
What's your name?
Kim?
Let you up with a warning, right?
Number 9, 65. Bet you thought I was going to say 69. Anyway, it stars Adam Driver as a man who comes from another world that has advanced in technology and crash lands with only one survivor on our planet during the prehistoric era. He has the technology to tell him that the asteroid that killed off the dinosaurs is coming, but it can't tell him what these creatures are. Far cry from Jurassic Park. Number 8, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Harrison Ford is the right man to play Indy and always will be, but he's given the wrong script which uses elements from Raiders of the Lost Ark, sidekicks who are inferior to the ones in the Temple of Doom, and therefore you really hope this is The Last Crusade.
But I've been looking for this all my life.
Let me make an assumption on the idea process for my number 7 choice, The Outlaws. Let's have Adam Devine as a cowardly bank manager about to marry the daughter of notorious bank robbers Pierce Brosnan and Alan Barkin, and pretend nobody has seen movies like The In-Laws or Bonnie and Clyde, and this is me saying, let's not and say we did.
Just think of how many terrible decisions we had to make to get to this moment in time.
Number 6, Strays. Probably the most condescending dog movie in years, which has entered raunchy comedy territory with the voices of Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx among others. I admit these dogs are well trained and some of them are nicely voiced, but the story has to feature mean-spirited characters, stomach-churning gags, and the obligatory F-bombs.
Look at that guy!
In hell, mother son of a
Dumb smile, those pants.
Rip your off and make you
stupid
watch!
hat.
Was I'm the new guy.
Is that sniper?
Don't worry about it. I got a prescription scope.
Well, guys, remember this face. Don't shoot it by accident.
Number 5, Expendables 4, which you could say is For the Birds. This pile of butt release has a screenplay, if you want to call it that, with Sylvester Stallone faking his death, Jason Statham and Megan Fox forming a bad sitcom relationship, and a final battle resorting in bloodshed. This was so DOA that not even the international box office could save it. Number 4 on my list, Fool's Paradise, with Charlie Day doing an awful Harper Marx type performance as a mute who becomes a replacement actor for somebody nobody can stand and has the good sense to hang himself on set. This fool basically ends up having to deal with every cliche in the Hollywood lifestyle book. Somebody should have realized it's not funny to see a flexible actor like Day being treated like an idiot, and he wrote and directed the film himself.
Cut!
Latte pronto.
Excuse me, Mr. Pronto. Can I call you Latte?
The most disrespectful thing to happen to Rome this year is when that guy carved his and his fiance's initials into the Colosseum. The second most disrespectful thing is my number 3 choice, Mafia Mama, with Toni Collette as a leering, dim-witted housewife whose recently departed grandfather makes her the new head of his mafia empire. As far as I'm concerned, she has some of the least amount of common sense I have ever seen in a movie character.
Just like The Godfather. Oh, right, yeah. I never saw The Godfather.
Okay, look, it's really hard to find 3.5 hours.
And spoiler alert, she reads the summary on Wikipedia, which is what I should have done with this loser. Number 2, The Exorcist Believer. Let's face it, people, the late William Friedkin made William Peter Blatty's novel into a horrific masterpiece in 1973, and no sequel or prequel or ripoff has ever topped it. Not even this flat continuation, which resorts in having the original star Ellen Bernstein getting her eyes gouged out. And the worst movie of the year is not only a recent hit on Netflix, but it's also the first part of a film series directed by the usually brilliant Zack Snyder. It's Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. And it's a would-be sci-fi epic with the same story regarding evil empires and young rebellions forming a team of misfits to fight back, and it's all boring, sloppy, and routine. I saw this in a special Ultra Panavision 7mm screening, and even if I watched this on my MacBook Pro, it still would have sucked. If Jupiter Ascending, both versions of Dune, The Good and the Bad, and Star Wars had a baby, then Jerry Seinfeld would say, "Was that the ugliest baby you have ever seen?"
Stop.
The second part was already made, and it's already scheduled to stream on Netflix in April, so I guess we'll have that to look forward to. Now let's recap my list of the worst movies of 2023. At number 10, Magic Mike's Last Dance. Number 9, 65. Number 8, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Number 7, The Outlaws. Number 6, Strays. Number 5, Expendables 4. Number 4, Fool's Paradise. Number 3, Mafia Mama. Number 2, The Exorcist Believer. And the worst movie of the year, Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. Well, that was my list of the worst films of the year. I'm Christopher Zweig. Happy holidays, stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels, and please read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and download the new HD Radio app.